Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer Peters and this is the Real Women of Philadelphia contest, and today we are making, for our entree week, we are making this beautiful 3-cheese barbecue pesto chicken. So I have some fresh chicken breasts here, and this isn't your ordinary chicken that we're going to be making. We're going to be stuffing it full of wonderful ingredients, putting this wonderful barbecue pesto topping on top, and it's going to be loaded with cheese and wonderful flavors. So I was first kind of inspired to create this dish after one of my favorite things to order at one of the restaurants that we always go to. And that is a barbecue pesto chicken quesadilla, and in it there's dried cranberries and feta and spinach, and I just love to order this dish. And I thought, you know what, instead of making the same thing over and over again, which I do here in my house, I wanted to mix it up a little bit and make it even a little bit more special. So this is what we're doing today. So let's get started. Like I said, we're going to be stuffing our chicken breasts, and in it we're using our dried cranberries, about a third a cup of feta, crumbled feta, or you could use the block feta and just chop it up. That would be fine too. I have 1 box of frozen spinach already drained, and I have, of course, 4 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, and today I'm using light, but you could use whatever you wanted. And I have about a third a cup of very finely chopped red onions. All of these ingredients I'm just going to be dumping into my mixer, just like this. So easy is this recipe. If you share this for company at home, they're going to think that you slaved over this all day, but that's not the case at all. Alright, in goes my spinach, and of course my cream cheese. Now this cream cheese is going to make this wonderful creamy filling inside, and that feta cheese is going to be adding that little bit of saltiness. And that cranberry is just going to add these little punches of sweet to this wonderful chicken. So I'm just going to mix this in my mixer until it's thoroughly combined. So now that my filling is complete, I already salted and peppered that also, just to give it a little bit of extra seasoning. I'm just opening up my chicken breast. So what you want to do is cut it right in half here, just as so, and kind of pry it open as much as you can, and that's going to make a nice little bed for our filling. That's going to be just perfect. Alright, so now I'm going to take this wonderful filling and start stuffing each of my prepared chicken breasts, just like that. This looks so great. Just loaded with great flavor. Little bits of sweetness from the cranberry, and it's nice and creamy from that wonderful Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, so I'm just going to finish these up, and then I'm going to get them in my baking dish. Okay, and there's my chicken breast all loaded up, looking absolutely wonderful and so impressive already. But we're not done quite yet. We're ready for our topping. Now, you might think that this is a little bit strange to combine these 2 ingredients, but you have to trust me. I absolutely love the combination of my hickory smoked barbecue sauce. I've already mentioned before that how much I love this barbecue sauce. It's so good. And I'm combining it with pesto. Now, this pesto is just jarred pesto, and I actually buy it in bulk because I find that this time of year it's a lot cheaper to kind of do it this way and buy it in bulk, because I use pesto so much. Now, in the summertime when my basil's growing abundantly in my garden, I love making pesto, and I freeze it, put it in my freezer, but I've already used it all up and my basil isn't ready yet in my garden. So this is what we're using today. And also too, for those of you busy ladies at home, I know that if you can buy something pre-made, sometimes it just makes it that much easier. And when you're in a pinch for time, we don't always have the time to be making fresh pesto. So the jarred pesto will work just fine. Alright, so now I'm just laying that on each of the chicken breasts. Oh, this looks so good already. Alright, and I want to mention too that I've already seasoned my chicken breast, so those are all ready to go. I like to season my meat. All right, spread that evenly throughout. It's nice topping. All right, and we are ready for our third cheese, because we love cheese. We're going to be topping this with mozzarella. Just as so. Oh, this makes such an impressive presentation. It's hard to believe that we completed this in only a few minutes. All right, now this is ready for the oven. I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and we're going to be baking this for about 30 to 35 minutes. And that's because for a normal chicken breast, of course, it would be cooked maybe more 40 to 45 minutes. But because we've sliced it open, the chicken doesn't take as long to cook all the way through. So about 30-35 minutes should do the job. And in it goes. And here's one last look at the chicken before it goes in the oven, so you can take a good look at what it still looks like. Oh, they look great. Okay, in it goes. And after 35 minutes in the oven, my stuffed chicken breasts are just looking absolutely perfect. As you can see, the cheese is nice and golden on top. And the colors inside from the spinach just look absolutely amazing. All right, so I'm going to get these onto my plate here. And these are just going to be so good for dinner. It smells amazing. And so, like I said, if you're having these for dinner, if you're having company over, the presentation looks beautiful, and the taste is just so flavorful, but yet so very simple to make, which is exactly what we want. We want to be able to have our friends over and have it be stress-free and to just be able to enjoy our company, right? Oh, those look great. All right, I'll move this out of the way so you can take a nice close look at those wonderful chicken breasts. All right, and time for a little taste for me. All right. Fresh out of the oven, these are still a little bit hot. So good and so flavorful. I know that you will absolutely love these at home, so I hope you give them a try. Thanks, everybody.